Hey there, cool cat fourth graders. Do you like partial products? Do you like methods that help you see that multiplication and break it down so that you can do more complex problems? Well, guess what? I have another strategy that will help you solve multiples of 10, and it's called area model. And it's a lot like partial products. Let's try this one together today. So first watch me complete an area model. If you're a fan of partial products and you like to use arrays, this is the strategy that will speak to you as a learner. So this is a problem like 20 times 24 equals some product, right? You could use the partial products method for this, but area models will help you organize your thinking. And area models is so similar to partial products that it actually even uses partial products in its name. So let's talk about what is this area model. The first thing you can do when you do an area model is identify your multiple of 10. Remember back from the last two lessons that we've done, which one of these is a multiple of 10? Well, if you answered right now 20, you are correct. And what you're going to do is you're going to put your multiple of 10 on the left side of your area model, which is a square. So this right here itself is your area model. So let's talk about how I can do multiplication by drawing a square and a 20 next door to it. So our first factor is 20, and that's the multiple of 10. The next factor here, now you can't see that, we're going to split up by place value. So if this number was 3 digits, you would split it up your square into 3 squares. This number only is 2 digits, so I'm going to split it up into 2. And what we are going to do is we're going to put our tens and our ones here. So we have two tens. We're not going to write a 2. We have two tens, so that is really 20. And we have 4 ones, which is 4. Looking similar already to partial products. Now, you're going to solve the multiplication of your multiple of 10 and your split up parts of the other factor. So think of this as 20 times 20, and this one as 20 times 4. And these right here are your partial products. This works out nicely when you have multiples of 10 because you can use what we learned from lesson 4.1 to mentally solve 20 times 20 or whatever that multiple of 10 is, like 20 times 4 or 20 times 20. So we know that 20 times 20, the basic fact is 2 times 2, which is 4. Add my zeros, 1, 2. We get 400. My basic fact in 20 times 4 is 2 times 4, which is 8. Add my 1 0, 80. The next part of this area model is the same process you have done with your partial products. And that is to add up those parts of your square. We have 400 and we have 80. Many of you already know in your head that 400 plus 80 is 480. And that's the beauty of this strategy, is that it allows you to use your strong mental math skills, but visually see the parts of the problem or operation as you are working through it. It also helps us as the adults who work with you to identify where you made a mistake and quickly and efficiently give you the ability to correct your thinking. So let's try another one together using the area model. Let's look at the problem. 20 times 27. So 20 times 27, which one of these is my multiple of 10? If you said 20, give yourself a pat on the back. Let's draw up my area model. They don't have to be big squares. I do it big for effect. Now let's think about the 27 here. We know that that has two place values, so we would have two chunks of my square. And then this 2 is not a 2, but it's two tens, which is 20 and 7 ones. So my problems would be 20 times 20 and 20 times 7. The basic facts are again 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Add my two zeros is 400. 2 times 7 is 14. Add my 0 is 140. We are not done yet. We would do 400 plus 140 to get 540. What if I give you a 3-digit problem? Let's try, and you know what's interesting? You don't have any 3-digit problems in this book when I look over your work, but let's try 300 times 291. I'm sorry, 30 times 291. 30 times 291 equals some number. If you were going to do partial products with this, you would have so many steps, and it would be very hard to organize. Now, if this number was like a 31, you can't use this method efficiently because you can't go back to that strategy we did in 4.1 with the multiples of 10 in basic facts. I'll repeat that again. When you don't have a multiple of 10, area models is not efficient because, and what I mean by efficient, it doesn't work quickly and accurately for you because you can't go back on that strategy we did in 4.1 of multiples of 10. Remember that because you have to pick the right tool for the right job. So I'll draw my square a little bit longer, more of a rectangle today. And we know my multiple of 10 is not 291, it's 30. But I have 3 place values, so I'm going to have 3 sections here. And now I'm going to pull out each part of that place value. That's not a 2, that's 200s or 200. This is 9 in the tens, or 9 tens is 90 and 1. And now we're going to solve. Oh, that's a little tiny. So 30 times 200. 3 times 2 is the basic fact. It's hard to see. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger for you. Much bigger. I don't think it really made a difference. What am I thinking? I should have made this one a little bit bigger. Here, like this. I think that'll give me more room to work. So we have 200 times 30. 2 times 3 is my basic fact. That's 6. Add my zeros. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 6,000. 30 times 90. 9 times 3 is my basic fact. That's 27. Add my 2. 2,700. And 30 times 1. I'm just going to put a 30 because you know that already. So now we have multiple partial products to add up together. 6,000, 2,730. I'm going to erase. Don't erase your work ever like that, just so I have room because I don't have a big board. 6,000, 2,730. Add them together. Here we go. 0, 3, 7, 8. 8,730. So that's a more complex version of area model. Like I said, with the strategy of area model, the big thing that you need to remember with your area model is that it needs to be a multiple of 10, a number that ends in a 0. All right, mathematicians, good luck.